What is the first thing that comes to mind when I say Kansas City? We're known for a number of things: sports, jazz, the 12-bar blues, not the least of which is barbecue. For people that live in Kansas City, one of the questions you get a lot is, where is the best barbecue? Today we're going to attempt to answer that question. Joe's Kansas City started with a passion for barbecue in the competition circuit. After many awards and urging of friends to open a restaurant, their first location opened in a gas station on 47th Avenue and Mission Road in late 1996. Do we have burn-ins today?
We do have burn.
I want a burn-in.
You want the dinner?
Or the dinner, yes. The burn-in dinner.
All right, what side dish for you?
Beans. Barbecue beans.
You got it? Would you like a water or a drink?
This thing.
All right, vodka in it. You're good with that?
That's fine.
Okay.
It looks good. Originally known as Oklahoma Joe's due to the barbecue smoker it was named for, this first location still sees a ton of foot traffic and will often have a line out the door on weekends waiting for a taste of their delicious barbecue. While there is a lot of great food on the menu, there are three things that stand out, and we've got two of them right here. So Joe's Kansas City is known for a couple of things. You have the Z-Man sandwich. It's better if you get the chicken Z-Man. The burnt ends, and one of my favorites is actually the rocket pig, but burnt ends are only available certain days of the week, so I got burnt ends because they were here today. Of course, you need a little sauce. It's like meat candy. The burnt ends were actually invented here. It's a Kansas City staple. And oh, are they fantastic. Now, if you're here on a day that they do not have burnt ends, go for the rocket pig or the Z-Man. And if you're gonna get the Z-Man sandwich, you gotta get a chicken Z-Man. It's good stuff. There's just a little bit of crispiness. There's a little bit of crispiness on the edge, hence the burnt ends. And then the center is just juicy as hell. With locations around Kansas City, this is definitely a contender for the best barbecue in the city. But we got more to check out, so let's go. There are literally hundreds of barbecue restaurants around Kansas City. And we're talking about the main ones that most people know about. Most of the well-known barbecue restaurants in Kansas City have multiple locations, but where we're going today only has one. And you might know it from a popular show starring Jason Sudeikis. Located at 18th and Brooklyn, the barbecue sauce at Arthur Bryant's is unique among the big four in Kansas City. While many lean toward the sweeter side with brown sugar or molasses, Arthur Bryant's is all about the mustard and vinegar. This can be jarring to those that expect the sweeter sauces, but trust me when I say it's worth it. And while there is a lot to taste here, there is really only one thing that stands out from a man dubbed the King of Ribs.
Yeah, young man.
Can I get a half spare rib? Half left? Yep.
Just right.
No, just that. With history dating back to the early 1900s, and this location being around since 1949, they've dabbled with the sauce a bit to give a few variations, but the original is where it's at. And be prepared to get a little messy with these ribs. But I'm telling you, some messy fingers is a small price to pay for fall-off-the-bone ribs like these smothered in Arthur Bryant's original sauce. There is a reason that this single location is known across the country and has been visited by several celebrities and presidents, including Harry Truman, Jimmy Carter, and Barack Obama. And the ribs here are just a start on why Arthur Bryant's is in the running for the greatest barbecue in Kansas City. And while I'm truly enjoying these ribs, so much so that I forgot to talk to the camera, we still have a few more stops to make. So let's head over to the Crossroads Art District to the Freight House for Jack Stack Barbecue. Founded in 1974 and now on its fourth generation of family running it, Jack Stack Barbecue has a large assortment of barbecue favorites along with hickory smoked chicken and seafood. And while there is a lot to unwrap with some of the great food you can get here, the star of the show might be a little unexpected. Every Kansas City native knows about Jack Stack's cheesy corn bake. Even when smoking your own meats at home, you still pick up some cheesy corn bake as a side.
I love their cheesy corn so much.
But when going out for a meal, you can't go wrong with Jack Stack's menu. Just be sure to also pick up another side that Jack Stack is known for. Their barbecue beans with chunks of hickory smoked brisket. It might be strange to be focused so much on the sides, but this stuff is just that good. But let's not forget some of the great barbecue sandwiches here like the Big Pig. And no, I don't mean how I look eating it.
That's good.
Let's stop by one more famous barbecue joint.
All right, we're good.
Our next stop is a place that I would recommend looking at the menu before you go and know what you plan to order. Let me show you why.
I'm gonna get a brisket sandwich and a yammer pie. Yeah.
As soon as they see you step into line, even if you have 10 people standing in front of you, they holler at you to get that order started. So if you need some time to think, hold back a bit until you're ready. But if you need a recommendation, you can't go wrong with the Nooner brisket sandwich. If I'm being honest, the fries are a bit bland and could use some seasoning. But we're not here for the fries. Dating back to the mid-40s, Gates hit its stride in the 70s with expansion into new locations and gaining a reputation for great barbecue. The rapper Tech9 even did a song about Ollie Gates in 2010. It's a banger too. Find a link in the description to check out OG on the Gates Mixed Plate album. It's messy. If it's not clear already, Gates is another huge contender for best barbecue, and it's the only restaurant in this video where I have to talk about dessert. The yammer pie is a personal-sized sweet potato pie that is delicious. I mean, look at the reaction to my very first bite.
Good.
Am I getting my point about the yammer pie across?
Last bite.
Okay, so even someone that's local can mess some stuff up when going into Gates Barbecue. That's why you need to have where you're going to be getting before you walk in, because they holler at you, what you want? You know, you got to be ready to order. I was wanting a brisket sandwich, which is a nooner, right? And even though I know that, I messed it up. I just said brisket sandwich. But I will say this is my first time actually having their yammer pie. And oh my God, that was so freaking good. I'm mad at myself for not having tried it earlier. But this is not my usual location. I just came to this one because it's a little bit more picturesque with some of the interior and the big statue outside. But Gates Barbecue. So to answer the question, what is the best barbecue in Kansas City? Well, the answer is, it depends. I know that might not be the answer you're looking for, but it really does. You can't say that one place is hands down the best barbecue because maybe they make the best ribs, but they don't make the greatest pulled pork, and somebody else does great pulled pork. So when you're looking for the best barbecue, you need to narrow down the question to specifically what you want. So where are the best barbecue ribs? Where is the best barbecue brisket sandwich? Where is the best barbecue chicken sandwich? Then we might be able to have a conversation. But each of these are the most well-known in Kansas City, and they deserve to be up there as places to check out if you're looking for good barbecue.